Hi, this is the fans' point of view here at AnimeNEXT 2012 in Somerset, New Jersey.
Today is Sunday, and it seems like so far the con hasn't really died down yet. I mean, in fact, you can tell it's still pretty much going. I mean, even from day one. I mean, from like how fast registration went. Waiting in line was actually almost a breeze. We got our stuff pretty quickly, and even then we were able to get the con right immediately. So, I mean, we actually, next time we do have people who, probably is actually their first time at this con. So we'll try to see what they think about it. So, what was your first impression of the con so far?
Nothing really to complain about, actually. As you pointed out, registration is pretty quick. Programming definitely pretty good. A lot of good events that we went to. Photo shoots, the concerts, the masquerade. Nothing really to complain about.
If I may, the one complaint that I would have about this con at all was the lack of organization on the first day. Now, the second day, they did close the upper floor because there were too many people, so they were evacuating at some point by the fire marshal, which you could call poor planning on their part for not thinking about how many people would be up in those con rooms at that time. But, I mean, really, besides that, it was a phenomenal con with amazing cosplays, and if you could see behind me, there is an amazing row of people that just keep streaming by.
All right. Well, I mean, with the exception of myself, who actually has been, this is my second year here, both Brendan and Catherine here actually is their first con. So, I mean, aside from how smooth everything the first day went, I mean, would you actually just probably decide to come back to this con if you actually can?
If money and time were no object, then absolutely.
Yeah, as long as my schedule's open, I think I'll definitely come back next year because I've been having a lot of fun over the last 2 days.
Yeah, that's good then. I mean, like I said, this is actually my second year, and so far this is actually probably the most I've done in a very long time. I've been to a bunch of panels. Actually, one particular event that I actually was really excited to go to was actually the Chipper Creek concert on Saturday night, and that was probably the most exciting one I've actually been to, at least ever, when it comes down to cons.
Yes, the programming was definitely phenomenal. A lot of amazing panels with a lot of interesting people, very varied topics, and overall incredibly well run. I would definitely come back.
Yeah, what do you guys think about the programming so far this year?
Hey, no complaints. As you pointed out, Typical concert was amazing. The other panels we went to, interesting, amusing. Can't really complain about it too much.
I thought the programming was really good, and I liked a lot of the events. My only complaint would be that a couple of the panels I went to had technical difficulties. One got shut down because they couldn't get a projector that worked. But other than a couple of technical problems that went on, I thought it was great.
I mean, as far as cosplayers are concerned this year, I actually have seen at least a good amount. Actually, I've seen a good amount of cosplayers compared to the ones who did not. Actually, so far, the most impressive one I've actually seen was a Hawkeye that's been walking around here. Probably the most detailed one that I personally have seen. Aside, the second one would definitely be, if anybody's ever played the fighting game Skullgirls, would be a Peacock. That's actually one that I personally love. I mean, was there any ones that you particularly kind of enjoyed? Or?
I mean, besides my own. There were a lot of really good cosplayers. None in particular stand out, but the Lolita turnout this year was actually incredible, and all those dresses are basically homemade. So I got to give a lot of credit to the Lolita group that came here this weekend.
All right, how about you guys? Was there like a personal cosplay that you kind of thought was really good?
I think all the Umbrella and or Resident Evil people in general running around were pretty good. We saw some of at least my first couple of Operation Raccoon City. There was a really good Beltway and a good Four Eyes. There was a Spectre too, but it could have been a little bit better, I think. But hey, you know what? It's a work in progress, I'm sure.
All right. I mean, was there your personal favorite? Or?
I personally thought there were some good variations on costumes that have been done a lot before. There was somebody walking around as Abraham Lincoln Vampire Slayer, and there was also a France carrying around Marie Antoinette's head. So I thought that there were some good variations on stuff that you see a lot of at the con.
All right, yeah, I actually did see the Abraham Lincoln myself. I thought that was actually pretty exciting.
I didn't get to see that.
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, and as far as the con is concerned, I mean, if you had to really rate it from 1 to 10, I actually would rate it possibly 9. With the minor issues that we had, which is kind of like you could really oversee, I actually would definitely rate this a 9. What about you?
I'm gonna go with an 8. I mean, it's my first time, so I have nothing else to compare it to, but it's solid 8.
All right, and you guys?
Go with an 8.5. I mean, again, not really much of a basis for comparison besides Otakon and Icon, and those are really two different kind of animals.
I would probably rate it an 8 as well. My only complaints really were the technical difficulties, and there were some organization problems with getting people lined up. But other than that, I think it went really well.
All right.
I'm gonna start giving it a 7 if these people don't stop walking in front of the camera.
Yeah. And actually, will you think you guys actually might be back next year? Because I actually really plan to kind of make this a yearly thing. So.
Absolutely.
All right. What are you guys?
Money and time's no object? Oh, yeah.
As long as I got the time and the money, absolutely.
Yeah, it's kind of what it seems like that. Which at that point, I guess next would be Otakon. So that would be our next filming there. So hopefully we'll see, if we can, we'll definitely be there. What was it? Yeah, that'll actually be Otakon in July the 26th to 28th over in 20 to 30. What was it?
26 to 30.
Oh, 26 to 30.
We do the whole.
Oh, it's 4 days. Oh, yeah. At that point, the next filming we'll have would actually be an Otakon from the 26th to the 28th over in Baltimore, Maryland. So I actually hope that should be pretty big. I mean, especially with the location and like the harbor and all that. So that would definitely be good. So. At that point, this has been the Fans POV over in Somerset, New Jersey for AnimeNEXT 2012. So at that point, we'll see you soon.
Over and out.
And now for our montage.